Jewish concentration camps during the Holocaust weren't just places of horror. They were designed to crush every ounce of humanity from people, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Imagine being ripped away from your family, herded like cattle, and forced into unimaginable conditions just because of who you are. It's a punch to the soul. A catastrophic reminder of just how evil humans can be when pride just goes unchecked. For a Jewish person, whether experiencing it firsthand or learning about it, these camps could strip everything, identity, faith, hope, but also ignite a fiery resilience. It's like being thrown into the darkest pit and still managing to say, oh, you think this is going to break me? Watch me survive, thrive, and tell the world about it. Visiting or learning about these camps hits different. It's not just sadness, it's a mix of rage, heartbreak, and overwhelming desire to eat a bagel and find some hatred. You walk out thinking, okay, the world can be trash, but I'm not going to let this kind of garbage fall again. So I said, what should you do after? You should talk about it, share your stories, use the hard to hear, joke with people about how Jews still exist despite everything. Like, we're still here, still arguing over. Also stand up every time you see someone being treated unfairly, whether it's anti-Semitism, racism, or any other hatred, call it out. Celebrate on being Jewish or just being human, like the menorah, eat the lates or klesh about your relatives. The best revenge is living fully and unapologetically. Laugh, love, learn. If there's one thing Jewish people are good at, it's finding humor even in the darkest places. Learn their stories, love who you are, and laugh in the face of anyone who thinks he can win. This is my shout section. So first, I'll take a moment to thank the incredible staff. Staff who worked tirelessly to make this trip possible. Their dedication, effort, and they made such a challenging and meaningful journey smooth and impactful for all of us. They ensured that we could focus on what truly matters, and for that, all deeply grateful. I said thanks to the bus drivers for running here, so I'll skip that. So for Johnny, what can I say? You've been the most incredible tour guide. Your passion, knowledge, and warmth have brought history to life in a way that will stay with us forever. Thank you for guiding us through these spaces with so much heart. I said Isa, but she's not here, so all right. I was gonna say to her that thank her for making sure that we got her on time, that she kept us on track, and we appreciate everything that she poured into this trip. And I want to thank Lisa for being so welcoming, all the snacks, and now being updated with many paragraphs. Finally, a huge shout out to every Jewish person on this trip. Sharing this experience with all of you has been profoundly moving. Together, we've carried the weight of our history, honored our ancestors, and reminded the world simply by being here, the Jewish people live. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This journey wouldn't have been the same without each and every one of you. I'm also going to give a shout out to Rabbi G. Standing here in a place that holds so much pain and history, I can't help but think about the people who carry us through life, those who give us strength when we feel like we have none left. Rabbi G, you've been that person for me since day one. At every moment, joyful or difficult, you've been there, guiding me, listening to me, and reminding me that it means to hold on to faith, even in the face of darkness. Your wisdom has been a light, your kindness is a comfort, and your belief in me a gift I'll never be able to repay. Rabbi G, you taught me that being Jewish is not just about history or tradition. It's about resilience, love, and finding hope, and being optimistic even when it feels impossible. Thank you for always being there, for believing in me, and for teaching me to carry the stories of our past, pride, and purpose. I'm so blessed to have you in my life and appreciate everything you have done for me and my sister since the beginning. And this shout out is to my sister, obviously. For my incredible sister sitting right over there. Before I say anything else, let me make one thing very clear. Poland in December. It's not exactly tropical. It's not really a tropical getaway I had in mind. But as I stand here, I want to talk about this trip, what this trip has meant to me, and more importantly, what it's meant to share with my sister. Visiting concentration camps is not exactly a casual bonding experience. There are no beach selfies or ridiculous souvenirs, unless you count the emotional baggage. Let's be honest, we're Jewish, so we're pros at carrying that around. But the fact that we've been able to face this together, side by side, means everything to me. I'm not sure if I could have done it alone. Walking through Auschwitz, seeing this sheer scale of human suffering, there are moments I felt crushed, moments I wondered how anyone could possibly go on after something like this. Then I look over, and there you were, my sister, my other half, my built-in best friend for life. Seeing your strength gave me strength. Your quiet presence, you make me carry all your stuff, and you being the last one the whole time. Those are the things that made this trip not just bearable, but meaningful. We experienced a lot of different emotions during this trip, and we laughed together, sometimes at places we probably shouldn't have laughed at. We carry the weight of our shared history, but also celebrate the fact that we're here, alive, and able to honor those who came before us. You know, they say the best part of having a sister is having someone who knows all your secrets and still loves you anyway. And honestly, it's true. You know, I can be a mess, you know my flaws better than anyone. But here we are, thousands of miles from home, surviving the cold, the heavy history, the lack of sleep, and even the group itinerary we never got together. So thank you for being my sister, my partner in this journey, my rock, and my compass. I couldn't have done this without you. This trip reminded me of how lucky I am, not just to be alive and Jewish, but to have you in my life. Sharing this experience with you has made it infinitely richer, even when it's been heartbreaking. And when we get back home, I'm sure we'll go back to arguing about who is right and fighting like my siblings do. But for now, just know that I love you more than I could ever say. And at the end of the day, the call to action is simple but powerful. Remember, speak up, fight back, with words, deeds, or even a little audacity. The Holocaust is a reminder of how bad things can get, but also proof that even when the world tries to snuff us out, we light the candle anyway and live on because nothing will get rid of Jews. We are the strongest of people, and nothing or no one will ever change that or take that away from us. I want to make this a quick announcement because the Jewish name of the man that was killed outside of the train car for not giving up his tefillin was Hillel Shazi. And since that was my first tefillin and pretty much my bar mitzvah, to honor him, I'll be taking his Jewish name as my Jewish name.
Yes.